Lewis Hamilton is back where he shines brightest, Silverstone. With Ferrari finally firing and the crowd roaring, can the seven-time champ turn home advantage into podium glory? Let's break down what's unfolding so far. Lewis Hamilton just rolled back the years, lighting up his beloved Silverstone with a dominant performance for Ferrari in opening practice ahead of the British Grand Prix. The 40-year-old seven-time world champion clocked a blistering 1 minute 26.8 seconds lap to outpace the McLarens of Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, delivering his strongest Friday showing since joining Ferrari. Returning to the track where he's notched a record 9 victories, 7 poles and 14 podiums, Hamilton reminded fans exactly why Silverstone is his stomping ground. It also marked the first time this season he's topped a practice session. FP2 brought a moment of drama. Hamilton narrowly avoided getting caught up in Carlos Sainz's spin en route to securing a spot in the top 3. Charles Leclerc pushed into second, while Hamilton squeezed out another 0.3 as the pace intensified. The seven-time Formula One world champion is gearing up to race in front of his home fans at Silverstone this weekend, a track where he's etched his name in the history books with a record 9 victories. Fresh off matching his best Grand Prix finish since joining Ferrari in 2025 with a solid 4th place in Austria, the 40-year-old Hamilton heads into the British GP with renewed confidence, believing another strong performance could be on the cards. I think on a dry day McLaren will walk off into the distance, as you've seen in the past races, but you never know here what's going to happen with the wind, with the rain, he said during Thursday's media day. The crowd makes a massive difference. I'm hoping they edge us a little bit closer. Hamilton's most recent Grand Prix triumph came a year ago during his final season with Mercedes, where he masterfully outpaced the quicker McLarens in a rain-affected race. Though he claimed a sprint victory in China earlier this season, he has yet to secure a Sunday podium finish with Ferrari. Now, with the British Grand Prix on the horizon, the veteran driver sees Silverstone as the perfect stage for that long-awaited return to the rostrum. As he put it, "I'm just hoping for a strong weekend. I've not had a podium yet. This would be a really special place in order to have that. So I'm really counting on the amazing support we have here to hopefully make the difference." Charles Leclerc secured a solid 3rd-place finish in Austria last weekend, his 4th podium of the season, as the 2025 campaign edges toward its halfway mark. Ferrari's last taste of victory at Silverstone came in 2022 thanks to Carlos Sainz, and while Leclerc isn't betting on a win this weekend, he's confident that a breakthrough moment for the team is just around the corner. It has been a very tough first part of the season for us, below what we had expected. We ended last year fighting for race wins and even challenging for the Constructors' title, so we were hoping to start the 2025 season on a similar level, but unfortunately that did not happen. "We are quite satisfied improving step by step," he said. "Not satisfied yet as the end target is to win races. But this race we were competitive at in the past, and Lewis has been exceptional here. Been a long time since we last fought for victory. Hope this is the one." And it seems as though their competition are taking notes. Zak Brown has pinpointed Ferrari as McLaren's primary threat heading into this weekend's British Grand Prix at Silverstone. In a closely watched second practice session, Lando Norris set the pace, finishing 0.2 seconds clear of Charles Leclerc, while Lewis Hamilton secured 3rd, giving Ferrari 2 cars in the top 3 and marking an encouraging showing for the Scuderia. Ferrari's performance boost follows the introduction of a revised floor in Austria, where the team emerged as the 2nd fastest outfit. Leclerc clinched his 4th podium of the season there, though he still trailed Norris by a significant 20 seconds at the flag. Reflecting on the competition during FP2, Brown acknowledged Ferrari's growing threat, stating simply, "They look very strong. That was a good lap," Brown said of Norris's best lap of FP2. "The Ferraris look very strong, both over 1 lap and over race pace. A little bit early, but it looks like Ferrari is the competition so far. Ferrari look very strong. They were very good in the first session. Both cars are strong, race pace is good, they look very tough. Following the initial qualifying simulations of the weekend, the session shifted focus to long-run pace, and that's where Lewis Hamilton made his move. During these extended stints, he managed to close the gap to George Russell's Mercedes, showcasing promising race pace as the weekend unfolds at Silverstone. His inside shoulders look far cleaner than ours at the rear, he reported over the radio. Light rain is expected to spice up Saturday's qualifying session, though race day is forecast to stay dry. Hamilton, who capitalized on wet conditions to win at Silverstone last year, may have initially hoped for similar weather again. But with Ferrari showing strong pace so far, he might just be rethinking that. Rewinding it back to last weekend's Austrian Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton has opened up about recent strategy discussions with Ferrari following last weekend's Austrian Grand Prix, where he crossed the line in 4th place. While the race was largely smooth for the 7-time world champion who showcased improved pace in the SF25 to finish well ahead of George Russell, it wasn't without controversy. The main flashpoint came with 20 laps to go when Hamilton was called in for a tyre change, a decision he openly questioned over team radio, expressing his desire to stay out. Ultimately, he followed the team's call, but it left lingering doubts. Speaking ahead of his home race at Silverstone, Hamilton confirmed he's since sat down with the team to address those concerns, stressing the importance of tailored strategies and his preference not to be boxed into the same approach as teammate Charles Leclerc, who finished 3rd in Austria. Yes, even just probably an hour ago I brought it up, he said. I mentioned it after the race, and then we've had time to reflect on it. I think the team's view was to make sure they secured 3rd and 4th, which is totally fine. But I said I'm not here to start 4th and finish 4th. I'm racing for every little bit that we can gain. In that scenario, they had us exactly on the same strategy. I think we both went medium, hard, medium. I would have done medium, medium, hard, so at least I was offset at the end. I never want to do the same thing as my teammate, ever. In that last stint, for example, we were not under pressure from the cars behind. They said you would have been overtaken by Charles at the end. I said, well, there could have been a safety car, and at that point there was no risk in taking a gamble. I said I don't want to get to a point where I'm ignoring you, so what we're doing is working on our communication. We're still getting to know each other and how we like to operate, and that's understood. Lewis Hamilton's homecoming at Silverstone is already making waves. With Ferrari showing real fight, strategy talks heating up, and the crowd behind him, this could be the weekend he rewrites the story. Don't blink, anything can happen.